Hello my dear students, welcome to class 5 mathematics. Today we will study factors and multiples. Factors and multiples. It's very easy. We know that when we multiply two or more numbers, we get product. The product is called as multiple and the numbers that are multiplied is called factors. Number multiply number equals to product. Here I have taken two numbers. You can take many. These two numbers that are multiplied called factors and the product is called as multiple. For example, 5 multiplied by 4 equals to 20. So 5 and 4 are factors of 20 and 20 is the multiple of 4 and 5, right? So when you multiply two or more numbers, the numbers are called as factors of the multiple. Okay? And the product, the answer that you get, the product is called as multiple of the numbers. There is also another way to understand this. Let's know. When a number divides another number exactly, means without any remainder, then the divisor is called a factor of the dividend and the dividend is called a multiple of the divisor. Let's know how. Dividend, we know that dividend divided by divisor equals to quotient. Here we don't have any remainder. Because see, when the divisor divides the dividend exactly without any remainder, then only we can call the divisor as a factor of dividend. Okay, here there is no remainder. So dividend divided by divisor equals to quotient. Here dividend is called as multiple of divisor and divisor is and quotient also called as factors of dividend. Okay, let's take an example. Same example we can take. 20 divided by 5 equals to how much? 5 4s are 20. So quotient is 4. Here there is no remainder. So as there is no remainder, 5 divides 20 exactly without any remainder. So 20 is called as multiple and 5 and 4 are called as factors of 20. Right? Because 5 divides 20 without any remainder. So 5 is called as factor of the dividend, that is 20. And 20 is called as multiple of 5, the divisor. Right? I hope you understood this. You can take many other example also. For example, 7 multiply by 5 equals to how much? Equals to 35. Okay. So 5 and 7, these two are factors of 35. And 35 is the multiple of 7 and 5. See, if I will divide 35 by 7, then 35 divided by 7. 7 will divide 35 exactly without any remainder. 7 5s are 35. Right? without any remainder. So 7 is a factor of 35, right? And 35 is a multiple of 7. Are you getting my point? When you are multiplying two or more numbers, okay, these numbers are called factors. After multiplying, the product is called as multiple. Okay, understood? And remember, factors always divide the multiple exactly without any remainder. Understood? Okay. Question: list the first 5 multiples of 7. The multiples of 7, this says a lot. This means 7 multiplied by any number, we get its multiple, right? But 7 multiplied by which number? See, the first 5. First 5 means we need to multiply 7 by starting from the number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we can get the first 5 multiples of 7. Solution: 7 multiply 1 equals to 7. Next 2, 3, 4, then 5. We know that this is the product and this is called as multiples. So these are the first 5 multiples of 7. See, 7 multiplied by 1 equals to 7. That means 7 is the multiple of 7 and 1. Okay, 7 is the multiple of 7 and 1. Here 14 is a multiple of 7. That means 14 is a multiple of 7 and 2. We can also say 7 and 2 are the factors of 14. 7 and 2 are the factors of 14. 14 is the multiple of 7 and 2. But 7 and 2 are the factors of 14. Right? This one, 7 multiply 1 equals to 7. That means 7 is the multiple of 7 and 1, whereas 7 and 1 are the factors of the multiple 7. Right? Let's see some properties of multiples. Right? First property, every number is a multiple of 1. How every number is a multiple of 1? See. Example, 2 equals to 1 multiplied by 2. Right? So, 1 multiplied by 2 equals to 2. So, 2 is the multiple. But 1 and 2, these two are factors of this multiple. So, every number is a multiple of 2. So, 2 is a multiple of 1. So, 2 is a multiple of 1 as well as 2 is a multiple of these 2. Here, another example, 5 equals to 1 multiplied by 5. That means 5 is a multiple of 1 as well as 5 is a multiple of 5. See, you can take any number. Here we have taken 7. 7 multiplied by 1 equals to 7. That means 7 is a multiple of 1. Right? You can take any number. 129. Right? Multiplied by 1 equals to 129. So, 129 is a multiple of 1. But why this happens? This happens because take any number and multiply that by 1. You will get the same number. Okay? 30 multiplied by 1. Multiple will be 30. Right? So, 1 if you multiply any number by 1, you will get the same number. Okay, and that's your multiple. So every number is a multiple of 1. Take any number and multiply that by 1. You will get that number only. So every number is a multiple of 1. I hope this is clear. Second, every number is a multiple of itself. Very true. See, 7 multiply 1 equals to 7. And what's the number we have taken? We have taken 7. So, see, 7 is a multiple of 7. 7 multiply 1 equals to 7. So, 7 is a multiple of 1 as well as 7 is a multiple of 7. That means a number is a multiple of itself, right? So, every number is a multiple of itself. You can take any number and multiply that by 1. You will get that number only. So, every number 129 multiplied by 1 equals to 129. So, 129 is a multiple of 129 because you are multiplying 129 by 1 and you are getting the same number. So, 129, any number you can take, that number is a multiple of itself also. So, what we have understood? Every number is a multiple of 1 as well as itself, right? Next, every number non-zero multiple. What do you mean by non-zero multiple? This means a multiple which is not 0. Okay, non-zero, not 0. So, every non-zero multiple is a non-zero number of a non-zero number is greater than or equals to the number. Let's see how. Now, here we have the multiples of 7. You can check it from here. Look at the multiples of 7. These are the multiples of 7. Let's see. Of 7. So, look at the multiples. Are they greater than or less than 7? All the multiples are greater than 7 except 1. And this 1 is equals to 7. So, all the multiples are greater than 7 or equals to 7. You can take any number instead of 7 and you can find that its multiples will be equals to the number that you have taken or the multiples are greater than the number. Okay, whose multiples you have written, right? So, every multiple is greater than or equals to the number, right? I hope this is clear. We can see it here also, right? Next, we can find as many as multiples of a non-zero number as we want. That means, see here in the question it has been written the first 5. That's why we have multiplied and we found this 5 multiples only. Okay, if it would not be written first 5, write the multiples of 7, then we would be multiplying 7. Okay, 7 multiply 6, 7 multiply 7, 7 multiply 8 and so on. And we can get the many multiples of 7 as we want. I hope this is clear. Next, 0 is a multiple of every number. It's very simple. If you multiply 0 by any number, then what will be the multiple? The product is 0. We know. So, the multiple is 0. So, 0 is the multiple of every number. Here I have shown an example. 12 multiplied by 0 equals to 0. See, the multiple is 0. So, multiple. 0 is a multiple of every number. You take any number, multiply it by 0. Then what will be the result? 0. So, 0 is a multiple of every number. Clear? Now, we will write the multiples of 7. Okay, answer. The first 5 multiples of 7 are 7, 14, 21, 28 and 35. Right? These are the multiples of 7. So, we will solve next question. To do more practice, you can do it by yourself also. List the first 5 multiples of 12. First 5 was written. That means we will start multiplying from 1. Okay. So multiples of multiples of 12. That means 12 multiply number. We will multiply 12 by a number and we will get its multiple. Okay. Very easy. So first one is 12 multiply 1. Then 12 multiply 2 by 3 by 4 and by 5. Then here are the 5 multiples of 12. Answer. The first 5 multiples of 12 are 12, 24, 36, 48 and 60. I hope this is clear to you all. Do more practice. Question. List the multiples of 2. Multiples of 2 shows that we need to multiply 2 by any number to get its multiple. Right? So solution. 2 multiplied by 1 equals to 2. 2 multiplied by 2 equals to 4. In the same way, you can change the number and multiply it by 2. Right? So, how many multiples we need to get? So, you can keep on multiplying and you can get endless number of multiples of 2. As nothing has been written in the question, so you can multiply like this and you can get endless number of multiples of 2. So these are the multiples of 2, right? So 2 is a multiple of 1 and 2, right? And 2 and 1, these two are the factors of this multiple 2, right? See, one interesting thing, all the multiples of 2 are even numbers. See, all the multiples of 2, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and so on. All the multiples of 2 are even numbers. In other way, we can say the numbers which are divisible by 2, multiple of 2 means that must be multiples are divisible by 2 without any remainder. Multiples of 2, all the multiples of 2 are divisible by 2 without any remainder. That means if any number take a number which is divisible by 2, that means that is an even number. Then what about the numbers which are not multiples of 2 or not divisible by 2? You know, these numbers are called as odd numbers. The numbers which are not multiples of 2 are odd numbers. For example, 5. 5 is not a multiple of 2, right? 2 multiplied by, take any number, 5 will never come. So 5 is not a multiple of 2. Let's divide it and check. Is there any remainder or not? So 5 divided by 2. So I can take 2 times 2 is 4. Now subtract. 5 minus 4 equals to 1. Now we cannot divide anymore because 1 is less than 2. And 1 is our remainder then. So 2 does not divide 5 exactly. Okay. There is remainder. So 5 is not divisible by 2. So 5 is an odd number. In the same way, same process, you can find whether a number is odd or even. Right? So now we got the multiples of 2. Now answer. The multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and so on. Keep on multiplying and get the multiples of 2. So we can take any number and we can find its multiples. And the conclusion is there are infinite number of multiples of 2 because we can multiply a number by endless numbers and we can get its multiples. That's why there are infinite numbers of multiples of a number. Right? Hope this is clear. Question. List all the factors of 15. When in the question it has been given, write all the factors of any number, then what should come to your mind? The thing that should come to your mind, that is, what numbers can be multiplied together to get the number. Here the number is 15. So the question that should come to your mind, that what numbers can be multiplied together to get 15, right? Solution. What numbers? I will start from 1. I know that 1 multiplied by 15 equals to 15. Then come to the next number 2. Is 15 coming in the table of 2? No. Then I will go to the next number, that is 3. Yes, I know 3 multiplied by 5 equals to 15. Right? Next, in the table of 4, 15 is not there. So I will go to the next number, that is 5. 5 multiplied by 3 equals to 15. Yes. Next, in the table of 6, 15 is not there. 7, no. You keep on finding like this. Go till the given number. So 15 multiplied by 1 equals to 15. Right? Now, I got all the factors. Right? This is multiple and these are the factors. Right? These are the factors. So 1 and 15. These two are the factors of 15. 3 and 5. These two are the factors of 15. Correct? Now, let's know some properties of factors. 1 is the factor of every number. How 1 is the factor of every number? You can see over here. 1 multiplied by 15 equals to 15. That means 1 and 15 both are the factors of 15. 1 is the factor of 15. You can take any other number also. Let's take 21. 21 multiplied by 1 equals to 21. So, 1 is also a factor of 21. You can take any other number and try. I know you can do it. You can take any number, multiply it by 1. Then what will be the answer? The same number will be the answer, right? So, 1 is the factor of every number. Every non-zero number is a factor of itself. What do you mean by non-zero number? A number which is not zero. So, a number is a factor of itself. See, 1 multiplied by 15 equals to 15. So, 15 is a factor of itself. Right? Here, another example. 21 multiplied by 1 equals to 21. That means 21 is a factor of itself. That is 21, right? You can take any number to find, right? So, we have learned that 1 is a factor of every number and the number is also a factor of itself. Next, a factor of non-zero number is less than or equals to the number. In case of multiple, what we have studied, multiples are always greater than or equals to, okay, its factors, okay. Now, see, factors, in case of factors, look at this. Look at the factor of 15. The factors of 15. Look at all the factors of 15. Are they less than the multiple? Are they less than the given number? Yes, all the factors are less than or equals to, less than or equals to the given number, that is 15. Right? 1 is the only number having one factor. Example, 1 multiplied by 1 equals to 1. There is no other way to multiply, right? So, 1 is the only number having one factor, namely 1. Next, every non-zero number other than 1 has at least 2 factors, right? So, every non-zero number, take any number, okay, it has other than 1. 1 has only one factor, except 1, take any other number that will have at least 2 factors. At least 2. It can be more than that. Okay, let's take 2. 2 is a multiple. How many factors it has? 2 equals to 2 multiply 1. Is there any other way to multiply any two numbers to get 2? No, right? So 2 has only 2 factors, that is 2 and 1, right? So here we got the factors of 15. So the factors of, all the factors of 15 equals to 1 is a factor. Then what's the next one? 15 is also a factor. So I will write 15. Next, 3 is a factor. So I will write 3. Next one is 5 is a factor. 5. Next one is 5. As I have already taken 5, so I will not write 5 again. Next one is 3. I have already written 3, so I will not write it again. Next one is 15. I have already written 15, so I will not write it again. Next one is 1. So I will not write 1 again. Okay. Now answer. All the factors of 15 are, I will write it in ascending order. 1, 3, 5 and 15. So this is the way how we can find the factors of any given number. Next question. List all the factors of 24. Solve the question with me. So solution. Now I will find the numbers which can be multiplied together to get 24. So 1 multiplied 24 equals to 24. Then in the table of 2, 2 multiplied by 12 equals to 24. In the table of 3, 3 multiplied by 8 equals to 24. Then 4 multiplied by 6 equals to 24. I will find all the possible ways by which I can get 24. So factors of 24 are, so you can find all the numbers, you can test all the numbers. So these are the factors. First one is 1, next one is 24. I will write 24. Next one is 2. I will write 2. Next one is 12. I will write 12. Next one is 3. Then next one is 8. Next one is 4 and 6. Right? So 3, then 8, then 4, then 6. So these are the factors of 24. I'll write it in ascending order. All the factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. I hope this is clear to you all. Solve many more questions to have a good practice. And remember one thing, there are finite number of factors of a number. How finite? See here, we cannot multiply any other number to get 24. So, there are fixed number of ways by which I can multiply two numbers to get the multiple, right? And these numbers are the factors. So, there are finite number of factors of a given number, right? But there are infinite multiples we can find for a given number. Factors are finite, means limited, but multiples are infinite. Okay? Thank you.